Welcome back, Stonewalkers and Radiant Bound adventurers. This is iCast Fireball, an actual play TTRPG podcast, and we'll be journeying through the Cosmere, playing through the first published adventure from Brotherwise Games, The Stonewalkers. If this is your first time finding us, hi. This episode is part 3 of us playing through the Session 0 adventure that Brotherwise has published, called The First Step. One of our cast members, Ned, has never read any of the Stormlight Archive books all the way through, and he is fleshing out his character live as we are playing through and exploring the world of Roshar, and you, dear listener/viewer, can follow in his footsteps. Brotherwise Games has published a solo adventure, or a solo version of this adventure, on their website, so you can go to the description below, click the link. We're not affiliated with them at all. We just love what they're doing and want everybody to pick this up as quickly as they can. You can download the free booklet and the character sheet so you can follow along. Now, let's jump into the final installment of our Session 0, where we finally get into combat in the Cosmere TTRPG system. Now, as we have a breakfast campfire, we would determine what our character relationships are with one another. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you at this point, the adventure is assuming you haven't even chosen a culture or an ancestry, whether you are a singer or a human. So it didn't make any assumptions up to this point. Now, understanding that you are a listener or a singer, in this case for Reshonai, you make sure, and I want to make sure that you have this, you have expertise in the listener. Which
I sure
you
do.
probably already do, having created. And you gain a piece of equipment. Do you also have that piece of equipment with you?
I chose a short bow to have on me.
Okay. You will gain, and I'm giving it to you right now, a piece of Chasm Fiend Chitin?
Chitin.
Okay.
Chitin.
Chitin.
Thank you, Ned. There's that linguistics. IRL.
I just really wanted to. Okay.
Now, in this instance, we are establishing some sort of relationship with each other already. There are some prompts here in case we feel that our relationships are not quite fully fleshed out, however. Some of these prompts could include the following. I'll just read them out loud here, and then over a breakfast meal here. If we feel like we want to flesh something out, we can go ahead and use some of these prompts as an example. For instance, the first one is, you don't trust me. What surreptitious act did you witness me doing in the caravan over these past 3 weeks? Another one is, I had a moment of vulnerability with you on the road. What caused it, and why could you relate to that vulnerability? And then you could have either woken up early with me or stayed up late with me. What have we learned about each other during this relationship, or during that time? By coincidence, I have a friend or family member in common with you. Who is our mutual connection, and how did I find this out? You and I have butted heads. What was our argument about? Number 6, I am fast friends with you. What pastime have we enjoyed together on our travels? Number 7, I have a controversial opinion about our caravan mates. Why do you agree with me? And how have we communicated away from the others? And I noticed there that it says, why do you agree with me about this controversial opinion? Again, forming the ties of strength and trust within our party already here. Number 8, I have found something about you on your life and your life fascinating, which Janar has found Reshonai's life fascinating just in general, right? And then the 9th...
I was going to maybe posit that we stay up late, and I'm finally educated about what
all right,
the
that's
Parchetti
fine as
life
well.
is like inside Alethi society, since we never really had any Parchment.
Now, Ned, I don't know if were you trying to raise your hand there with a little interruption there?
Yeah.
There's more on the list, but go for it.
I was kind of thinking like Janar and I have that Janar Balar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Janar
Balar.
Yes.
It's unfortunate.
Okay.
He says. He gave
Janar
him
and
the name.
I
It's unfortunate.
start having that moment of connection of realizing, okay, nerd recognized nerd, and then I think as soon as he asked who's your favorite herald, we spent just like the rest of the night talking about nerd stuff.
No.
Yes.
Nerd stuff.
I love that. Yeah. Yeah.
Really connecting on the herald's basis here. All right, cool. Ned, I'll get you a list of the heralds.
Jezrien or Kalek in a one-on-one?
I mean,
Jezrien, hands down.
Oh.
Sorry.
Turns out our Parshendi also has
Sorry, I'm
opinions.
sorry. I
Look
shouldn't
at
have said that. I'm sorry. I'll take it back. I take it back. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Us creating a nerdy conversation within a world that we are nerds about is one of the most meta nerdy things that we're all giggling to.
I love it.
This is probably like as close to LARPing as I've ever gotten.
Really?
And I love it. I absolutely
that's
love
a really good that's a really good moment there though, that you two to stay up late to help him with the battle shock. It starts off maybe as a surgeon obligation, but it turns into something very genuine, right? Of like, oh yeah, let's talk about Radiance. Let's talk about the history there. And the Radiance is it's not obscure, but it is maybe less talked about, right? It is a nerdy topic that you might equate to IRL, just like Marvel, maybe not as not talked about now, but things of that nature. And so you do form a bond. You do form a connection over it as you discuss the heralds one with another, and you grow closer and maybe share a bowl of soup with one another. Now, I would like to know, Drynin, specifically, is there one of the things from this list that maybe that stuck out to you to where we could form a connection between Drynin and one of the 3 other party members here? And again, I could read through them again if you'd like.
I think, it's tangential to one of the ones you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed something strange, and that is Janar's interactions with a particular parshman.
Mm-hmm.
With Reshonai.
And I am a follower of the One, and a belief that experiences are all good and should be had. And thinking back on my own life, I don't know that I've ever seen someone sort of give that much attention to a parshman. So that's got to be a unique experience. So I might try that out myself to see what it's like.
There you go.
Heck
Cool.
yeah.
I
Love
dig
that.
it. Nice.
Good
And so you move over to Reshonai, or maybe assist Reshonai, something to I guess is it a conversation that you're sparked with, or is it more about experiencing what she's experiencing, or trying to get to know her, Drynin?
I'll be gathering rockbud and shale bark away from camp, outside of camp, to keep it apart. Because as a parshman, she feels like she should be apart from everyone else.
As you're gathering, you hear, I'm large. My footsteps are not quiet.
She freezes.
Chasm fiend.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh.
Hello there. I saw your friend was talking to you, and I don't mean to bother you. Well, my name's Drynin. I don't know if you can talk.
She has this low hum buzz that she's attuning to anxiety as she has another human that's talking to her that's not supposed to be talking to her, but suddenly he is talking to her, and that doesn't seem like normal he's talking to her. Why is he talking to her? I don't understand why he's talking. Are you sure he's supposed to be
As
talking
the humming
to me?
continues,
And the
my
humming
eyes
is
squint, and I just
Get closer.
Can I request an insight into him? Use my awareness of if this feels like a safe person to be able to talk to, because talking as a parshman has dire consequences if this is not somebody that she feels like she can trust to open up to.
I feel like that's a fair
player to player, but
insight.
That's clever.
Yeah, player to player, we're still fleshing out how that's going to work out. But for now, let's do that. I like the narrative flavor to it. I like the insight there. Let's raise the stakes with it, as this could be a really tricky situation.
Yeah, this could be very bad. Yes,
could be very bad for Reshonai. So go ahead and roll an insight with raised stakes. Just adding the plot die.
Gosh, I'm geeking out, guys. This is so fun because like this never happened in any of the books. Like this is like, it's so cool that we're like in this world like doing stuff that I haven't read about. Like this rules. It's absolutely Let's go! Whoa!
But a +2 to the consequent. What is it?
Okay,
Minus
so
not necessarily like negative.
No, it's
right?
not necessarily
Like,
bad. It's
is
just
it-
a complication,
Yeah.
a 2 complication.
Could
So for
you
our
give us the
listeners
total
and
for our
viewers?
listeners? Yeah.
Oh yes, sorry. I rolled a 24 on the insight, but on my something dice.
plot die.
Plot die.
Plot die, thank you. Plot die, I got a 2 complication.
Yes.
So that means
got a
you add
complication.
2 to the final result, but Thomas gets a complication that he can use.
Yes. I get
Yes.
to add a complication
So
here.
a total of 26
Oh,
with the complication.
Wow. You
That's the
look
best I'll
into
ever roll
this. You look into this man's eyes, and Drynin, I feel like there'd be a softness and kindness that would be, despite your large figure, you following the one and having adopted this mentality of wanting to experience and gain these new experiences, right? You would have that kindness. You would have that humility that Reshonai would be able to see when she pierces through your eyes. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong there, or feel free to add anything to that with the large insight roll that she had.
Yeah, you see a little bit of hesitation, but it doesn't feel out of fear of you or distrust. It's more just this is a new experience for him, and he's trying to figure out what that means.
Seeing that there doesn't, just the fact that he's attempting to talk to a parchment already sets him apart, right? That's that he cares enough to want to talk to or think that a parchment could have anything to say already sets him apart from many of the Alethi interactions that she has had. On top of that, he also doesn't look Alethi to her, because all she's ever known is Alethi in combat armor on the other side of the plains, coming toward her people. So to have this Arali Horneater man here talking to a parchment, she does decide that this is something that I'm gonna try. Through her dull form, instead of slowing down her mind, it almost like speeds it up irrationally. That it kind of spins itself, so decision making is hard because it continually spins, which then keeps her in a constant state of almost inability to decide, which adds to the dull form. And so as she looks at him, she hums to intrigue as she looks at him. What was the last thing he said? I'm so sorry. He said, did he ask if she spoke?
I think so,
if
yeah.
you can.
And then answering in Alethi, I do, humming to intrigue.
Well, I'll be.
Is
I've never talked
that
to a parchment.
Is that a problem for you?
I don't think so. Seems like if you can talk, we can get along. Now, I was going to take care of the chulls tonight. They haven't been watered or fed after that whole incident. Would you mind helping me? My name's Drynin. Do you have a name?
Her tone changes from this kind of bouncy rhythm to a slower, sporadic one. She attunes disappointment, because all she now sees is a light eyes that's asking her to help with work. Again.
Isn't Drynin Dark Eyes?
And
Drynin is Dark Eyes.
he's a dark eyes. I forgot.
Yeah,
I thought we were doing 3. Lord,
Very-
okay.
They're sort of.
Good
they're
call,
sort of,
Ned.
They're they're weird. They're golden. They're not like light
they're golden
or
though, right?
dark. They're
He's not.
golden
he's not
dark,
a light-eye
though.
non, but he's
yeah,
a
they're
Raleigh.
dark. They're darker golden, but they're
Yeah,
not
to
normal
her-
Alethi eyes.
To her would be Alethi light eyes. So I'm gonna go with what I said. But
All right, cool.
because she's decided to trust him, she'll drop her head and pick up the shale bark that she was collecting for the trolls. Reshonai. And she'll just kind of stand there waiting for more instruction. You've seen this posture in Parshman, but you know there's something different about this Parshman.
Reshonai, that's an interesting name. You well, I don't know. Are you a man? A woman? What are you? I'm sorry. I've never really talked to a Parshman before.
She's not in mate form, and so a lot of Parshmen or Parshendi, Singer, the label that you give, are quite androgynous unless they're in specifically mate form is one of the ones that they are very obvious in. And so she just nods. And Alethi, what's the word? Parsh woman. Brightness.
I'm no bright lord.
Brightness. I called
to
you
be
brightness.
a
I shouldn't have called him brightness. Bright Lord.
It's all
Bright Lord, there you go.
No,
I'm a woman.
You said you're the woman and I'm a man. I don't know if you know this, but you see this big old beard I got here means I'm a man. Anyway.
The Lathies are second language. I don't know.
I understand. No, I didn't know that you could talk. That's really cool. I just wanted to have your help with the chulls because, well, there's no horses around here. Obviously no Reshadium, and I need to calm down after what we just went through, and I've always found it calms me down to take care of something else, specifically one of these creatures who needs our help. Let me tell you, I once had to take care of a chull. Oddest thing I've ever seen. It had an arse on its face and a face on its arse, and I only walked backwards. It was this absolutely unique beast. But these ones seem normal, so if you could just help me get some water and some shale bark, and they'll eat whatever, really, but we've got a little bit of food around here.
She attunes to confusion. And then she attunes to amusement? Was that a joke?
Oh, I really saw it. It's crazy. One of the most wild things I ever seen.
I imagine as both of you are slowly making
as
your
we
way
start
to the
walking,
trolls,
yeah.
right? As you slowly make to the wolves.
Let me hold that for you, and I'll take
Yeah.
some of the rock buds from you.
And as the two of you, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're
Go
good.
ahead.
It's fine.
As the two of you walk on and continue the conversation, aiding, assisting, talking a little bit through the night through this conversation, through this task, we'll say that the night comes back to the day, and again, at breakfast, a new day begins. This is a mechanic checkpoint here, which I've already sent to Ned, what he needs to do for his character to make sure that it is a full level 1 character. So that's 12 attribute points distributed amongst the 6 attributes, but also getting his physical, all of his 3 of his defenses, physical, cognitive, spiritual, as there's more than just one defense in this game, his health, his movement, and then of course his focus. No skill should be above the rank of 2 at first level, but you can have a total of 4 skill ranks that you give. Ned, do you have any questions there, or is everything make sense?
I currently have 1 point in strength. Can I remove that and assign it somewhere else?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. You don't have to keep any skills there. You are now free to essentially wash all 12 of those skill points, or not skill points, attribute points, and put them where you would like.
Booyah.
Great. Excellent. Thank you. If there's no other questions, Ned, we'll go on as the new day begins, because this is where you are about to adopt your first goal as a group. Goals being a very important part of this game, not only just in life in general and just in TTRPGs in general, but achieving goals in the Stormlight or rather the Cosmere TTRPG actually give you you guessed it, almost like a level up, Mickey, but you get a boon, essentially, a permanent boon that influences your character because you have achieved something that you're working towards. So at dawn, Valen, the de facto captain of the remaining Kolin caravan soldiers, approaches the four of you and takes stock of the tattered remnants of the caravan, plumes of dusty brown exhaustion spren spiraling around him. Most are in bad shape, he growls, gesturing at the survivors, and it'll take a week to shift those boulders. We'll need help. He looks at you appraisingly. There are other Kolin forces headed to the Shattered Plains. Would you be up to finding them and sending help back our way? And this is where you, as a crew, can make the decision to either help or not help and try to survive on your own. This is where you can accept this mission. Doing so will give you a goal. Am I safe in assuming that the four of you, okay, as a party, are okay to accept this goal to send help back to the caravan?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Great.
Let's do it.
I was hoping.
I mean, I think narratively we could say that he asked for volunteers and the four of us are all like willing to
It's a great
help.
idea. But they do have it in here. I will give Brotherwise credit. They have it in here being like, no, we're not going to help that. We're going to be so totally selfish. Being and he's like, all right, cool.
I mean,
They
any
said we
choice
could
can be
loot
made.
Dead soldiers' bodies, so I assume
Yeah, any
they're ready
choice can be
for-
made.
for
right.
chaos characters.
Well, heralds be praised for you. A larger caravan left not long after ours, headed to the Covenant Stone Crossroads to the east. You might find help there, but first let's look at what sort of gear survived the rock slide and get you armed if need be. And so this is where we manage resources. The resources, however, you can make the decision here. Again, I think we'll defer to Ned for if there's a tie that needs to be broken here. But there's 6 options here. One, when you think of resources and things that you might take from the remaining caravan members, one, they're going to need some food if they hope to survive until someone comes across them. 2, weapons at least to give them a fighting chance if those enemy soldiers return. This is what you're leaving behind instead of taking with you. 3, water is the least you can leave, but it's something. 4, blankets will keep them warm and comfortable until you can return with help. 5, a few choice tools so they can repair the wagons. Or 6, nothing. You're going to need to take everything with you if you're going to make it to safety. So, when it comes to one of these choices, is there one way that we're leaning towards as a group, as the 4 of you maybe might be making a decision here together?
Which one we're leaving behind?
I don't feel the need to take anything from these people.
Okay.
I've got my own rations and water and blanket that I can, is there a way to not take anything or not leave or not take anything from them?
I mean, we can make a 7th option here and leave everything except for 1 or 2 rations to help you survive the trip over, but not take anything more. It would make your journey a little uncomfortable, but maybe you could take comfort in knowing that you're leaving them the best chance of survival. We've got 2 people who seem to be leaning in that direction there, Aldevar and Reshonai. What sort of decisions or what way would you be leaning as to contribute to the party or maybe to offer a counterpoint?
I mean, we're adventurers. We have equipment.
It's fair.
Ostensibly
Right.
speaking. I guess in the realm of this adventure, it's probably assuming that we don't have equipment yet.
Right. I'm fine assuming that you have your own belongings. Aldevar, you said, I have my snacks and I've got my books. I've got my stuff
my
already,
snacks.
which is good. And it's good to have that set up. I'm fine just saying we're just taking what we brought with us, essentially.
Okay. I think in terms of
Go ahead.
what the adventure is going for, as the surgeon, I would recommend leaving them with the water at the very least, because that's the most vital thing that they need.
Yes.
So if that has any influence on what I do with my character.
I appreciate that. It does help me give you a better idea into what sort of ideals or paths that you're going to be leading into. So thank you for that. Okay. And then Reshonai, you're the only person who hadn't chimed in, but is that pretty much all to your liking, to your agreement, or counterpoint?
Yeah, the singers they were raised in the plateau. They lived in Iraq. They know how to live uncomfortably off the land. She has her own carapace that gives her own levels of protection and what to eat and how to gain water. So I agree with the we're armed, leave the rest. We have our rations, and what we don't have rations for, we can forage. And so leaving
Great.
water, weapons, blankets behind.
The
Now-
land will provide.
There you go. Now, I do have a question. For those that have created their character sheets already, did you get marks or money that you already rolled? Did you get that to start with? Ned,
Yes.
I'm going to need you to roll me 2d6 to determine how much money you start out with.
That is 7.
All right, Ned, roll me 4d8, and that's how much money you have as marks.
All right.
Pretty good.
It's not a lot. Right down the middle, actually. 16.
Oh, good. 16. You can put 16 marks in your pouch. Now, marks, I should say, are the small, very small glass-like beads almost. And in each one of them, there is a light that is emanating from it. This light is very common in Roshar. This is called Stormlight. This Stormlight is inherent to the land, and every passing high storm rejuvenates any spheres that have run out of Stormlight. This currency, called marks or bromes for larger denominations, is how you buy and sell, how you buy items in the land. Regardless if Stormlight is in there or not, the marks are good currency regardless. So, now, each of you have a goal in mind. If you haven't already written this down, the goal is to send help to the caravan. And this goal is something that each of you have taken on as you journey forth, leaving the caravan behind to get to this Colon contingent that was told to you by Velen. Now, you shoulder your packs and clamber over boulders, the pink and purple tendrils of finger moss, a plant here on Roshar, retracting into their shells as you search for handholds. Velen waves goodbye from inside the ravine, and by midday you have left the caravan far behind you. The day stretches long as you travel through the barren landscape. Small rock buds, hard-shelled plants dot the side of the wagon track, and playful, translucent wind spren dart between waving grasses. As night falls on your first day of travel, you hear a cry of alarm, followed quickly by an ominous trumping. A curly-haired man wearing gray robes lurches into view. Orange pain spren like long fingered hands claw their way up his body towards his arm, which he cradles upon his chest. Seeing your group, hope alights his face. "Help!" he cries, stumbling towards you, and behind him several feral axehounds. Six-limbed creatures lope forward with a frightening speed. And choosing or not, we jump to our first combat of this season.
Let's go.
Oh, boy.
Now, I have some markers here for us to call upon. This one we will call Reshonai, and the others...
When you say this one, if people are listening in audio, should
Oh,
you
yes.
say something?
Sorry. For our visual people, I've clicked on the nondescript token for Reshonai just because we don't currently have a picture for it.
A singer
But the rest
token?
of them,
Okay. That seems a little
you didn't provide a
speciesist
picture.
of somebody.
Oh wait, no, you did provide a picture, didn't you? There we go.
I mean the token one from
There we go. All right. Okay, Reshonai's on here. We've got Janar. We've got Drynin. And we've got another character on here, which we will have be Aldevar. Good, good. And the 4 Axehounds. We now jump into combat. So, combat is different in the Stormlight Archive TTRPG. Instead of initiative, we don't roll for initiative. There are 2 phases of combat. It helps combat go a little bit faster and always leans towards the players when it comes to them wanting or needing to do things. First off, the first section is going to be called fast movement or fast actions, and then slow actions here. So instead of breaking up between them, each of my players, I will say, who here would like to move fast? What that means is if they choose fast, they are going to get 2 actions to choose from. Now, what actions can they use? That is a little bit of a list that I won't be reading out here, but you can find easily and accessible on the Brotherwise website or on your character sheet, which each of my players here should have. Ned, do you happen to have that on your character sheet? I just want to make sure
Have what
that
on my
those
character
actions
sheet?
are available. The available actions. If not, let me send that over to you. Great, you've got them. Perfect. So now we go first. Who here would like to act fast to help this individual who's called for help to you? So we have Janar wishing to act fast.
Am I the only one? I thought everybody would want to go fast.
I think I also will move.
Great.
No, I'll wait until the Axehounds are distracted by my friends, and then I'll go.
I love
And the
Janar
great-
rushing forward and nobody else.
Oh,
it's
the great
funny.
thing about this is if Janar is the only one that initially chooses to act fast, but then at the end of his turn, someone says, actually, that inspires me, they can then jump in with a fast
That's
action.
cool.
So you're
Yeah, I was
not
gonna
locked
say,
in
I
place.
feel like that
It's
Reshonai
very-
would charge in if her war partner is going to charge in.
It can
for
be very
warfare.
reactive that way. So that way,
Interesting.
combat, if you
Cool.
don't feel like you're locked in, be like, I wish I had. So we've got Janar. What actions? You have 2 available actions to you. What would you like to do? The first Axehound is probably about, let's see, 20 feet away from you. 15 to 25 feet. The farthest one away is 30 feet in the northwest direction for you. So, what would you like to do?
So can I activate the Seek Quarry feature of my character? Because I have already taken a heroic path. I don't know if that's allowed yet or not.
Let's do that because session 0 is to explore our character, explore what we've got going on here. Seek Quarry is what you said, yes?
Yeah, it's a special activation, so I don't think it takes one of my actions. But
Okay.
you basically choose a character to be your quarry, gaining an advantage on tests to find, attack, and study them.
Okay.
And so I'll essentially choose, I guess, one of the Axehounds.
Okay.
Um,
And we'll just say the one maybe closest to you. Is that all right?
yeah, or the one closest does the one closer to the guy seem like it's gonna attack him, or are they coming straight to us?
They definitely looked like they were heading, but with the 4 of you popping
Okay.
up, they are going to be turning towards you now and focusing
Then
all
yeah,
their attention on you.
I'll go for the closest one, and
Great.
and I'll make I guess one action is to take out my short bow. I believe arming yourself.
It's a quick draw.
Is a oh is that
It's a quick draw item. The short bow's a quick draw item.
Does that mean it's a free action, or is it a?
I will tell you in just a sec because I'm looking it up.
I'm not sure I know what quick draw means. Oh,
has a quick draw
it is
tag
a
on
free
it.
action to draw. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I guess I draw it as a free action.
Yep,
and I still get my
interact
2.
action, which is a free action.
Okay.
So I realized in the little thing here I can hover over it. It tells me. Okay, so that's equipped, and I guess because I've got the quarry marked, I gain advantage on the attack.
Yep.
So I'll select advantage and roll the attack
There we go.
for 1 action, right?
Let's do that. First attack for the action. What'd you roll?
And 19.
19. That's a hit on the most closest one to you, so well done.
And 7 damage.
7 damage. All right, sounds good.
And
Now,
then
they
I have
have a physical defense of 14.
Okay.
So that is there. So that's the hit that you got a 17 there, right?
19,
and-
yeah, and then the 7
So they're
damage.
So they're going to take the 7 damage to them. A pretty injured Axehound already here, as it cries out, chittering, just I can't do chittering noises here, but
That's not bad. That's not bad.
as it cries out.
And then I guess I'll just use my next action to fire again. Is that?
Yes, you may. You may attack twice
God, I
with
love
the multiple
action
action.
economy.
Action economy is
So
fabulous.
much.
All right,
Do I still get the advantage on the attack then?
let's take a look.
Getting advantage on tests. Doesn't say once.
Yeah, to find, attack, or study your quarry, such as the gain advantage action. Yeah, it should be. Now, I will say the seek quarry, I think you do have to spend a minute beforehand to activate it, just as I look at it. But we can look at that later on and just say, yep, you've got it up. So with advantage, however, you rolled for your second attack. Is that a 10 that you rolled?
Yeah, I'm not sure how advantage works because I hit advantage, but it just shows me one dice roll. So I'm assuming it did it internally and gave me the best of the two.
Now, something to note when it comes to advantage in the Stormlight Archive TTRPG. In D&D 5e, you roll advantage, and that's only on the D20. In the TTRPG here, Stormlight, you get all of the available dice for an attack. For instance, that means the D20 and your damage dice, and you roll them at once. You get to choose which die will be rolled with advantage. So, if you're pretty confident you're going to attack something and you're going to hit, you might want to roll advantage on your damage dice, because then you can do more damage against that creature. Or if you have a plot die, for instance, you can roll advantage on the plot die for raising the stakes to get an opportunity versus a hindrance against you. So that is a really cool thing, and that's why for my players here, when you see that it's done digitally, it shows both dice rolled at the same time. Because of that feature, you get to choose which one have that advantage.
And even if you miss, you can still, like, for instance, I'm pretty sure I missed with a 10.
Correct. A 10 is a miss.
But my character does have combat training, which means once per round, when you miss, you can graze one target without spending focus. So typically, when you miss, you can use one of your focus points, which is an affect of your willpower, that allows you to make sure you still do damage even if you missed on an attack. And my character has this nice thing that allows me to utilize that feature without depleting my resource of focus.
That's very good. And what that focus means is instead of adding, you still roll your damage die, and instead of adding all the bonuses you normally would, it's just whatever is number on the damage dice, I believe.
Yeah, which is a 6, which is just not like insane, because that's almost what I got with my last attack.
Yes. And as you fire off this arrow, it goes right into the Axehound, and they take the arrow to underneath one of their 6 arms, and they fall to the ground lifeless, having been defeated.
We're here to help. Hang on. And that's it for my turn.
Excellent. So that is the fast action there. Anybody else would like to take a fast action now that Janar has, or still holding off?
Is Janar this far one on the far left?
No, I'm the one
Janar
closest
is
to
right
you.
next to you,
Okay,
Reshonai.
that's what I thought. Oh, I guess that's what my question was. Okay. Janai, not to leave her war pair unpaired, will move her movements of action, right?
That's correct. So one of your action would be your movement. And
So
you can move
my
up to that
one
speed.
action will be movement to go to Janar,
Okay, 15 feet.
and I would like to. I took the hero path envoy,
Okay.
and the first key talent you get, right? You get it when you choose your path, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Because that's what you were just using, Josh.
Yes.
An envoy's key talent is called Rousing Presence. For an action with a gesture, facial expression, or a few scant words, you inspire others to excel. You choose an ally that you can influence. They become determined until they benefit from that condition or until the scene ends. The determined condition is when you fail a test, you can add an opportunity to that result.
Oh, wonderful.
Isn't it any action in combat is a test? Anytime you roll the dice is going to be a test? Or is it only a skill, like, in D&D
The
would be a
term
skill check.
test applies specifically to skill tests, from what I've read here.
Is it only that was my question, was it a skill test, or anytime you roll is a test?
Skill tests.
I think it's a skill test.
So they're not skill
perfect.
checks, they're skill tests. Yes.
All right, perfect. Then I won't do that because that's not helpful in what we're doing right now.
Thank you, Ned.
She'll pull up beside him in her war pair and pull out her bow as well and use her action, her second action that she has to try and shoot the next. Well, can I actually?
25 feet from you.
Okay. This is my understanding of weapons. The short bow has a 20-foot minimum, or a 20-foot. It's like 20/ whatever. My understanding is within 20 feet, a short bow gets a normal attack. Over 20 feet with a short bow is disadvantage.
Short bow.
Yes.
Mine has 80 range.
Your short bow has 80 range? I thought a short bow had 20 range.
Wait a minute.
Oh, it does have 80. Where was I
Yeah.
reading 20 from?
I don't know.
I've
But
played
I would like
TTRPGs
to-
before.
I would like to use my reaction to aid her in her attack.
Yes, that is a good
Is it
call
focus
out.
to aid?
Yeah, so
Yep, on
it
-1 focus
reactions.
to give you aid.
You have a lot more possibilities here with reactions in this TTRPG. So, being near an ally or with certain conditions, you can use reaction to aid, and that gives Reshonai advantage, I believe.
And when you're choosing advantage, I realize this. I never actually rolled with advantage. You have to select the green button for advantage and then click
select
the
which
dice,
dice to roll.
and it'll have an A next to it. Yeah, so I never used advantage on any of my rolls.
Sorry, buddy.
But I like that I missed. I think that was helpful in terms of just what's
Yeah.
capable, what's possible.
Okay, click. And yes, roll. Okay, perfect.
All right, so with the short
Just
bow
has to
attack,
communicate with our roll 20. Come on.
great. So
Communicate.
with
Oh,
the
there it goes.
advantage is a 13 on the die and a
That's a
1
bummer.
on your attack, but that is enough to hit their AC being 12.
Oh, really?
So that is damage. Nice. So you do 1 point of damage to them.
It's hard to get into the between the carapace of an
course.
Axehound, okay?
Yeah, they've
Oh,
got
yeah.
almost like this natural armor on them. And so
She's a
it's
little rusty.
Just
Doesn't have to fight a lot of Axehounds on the Shattered Plains.
very good. Would anybody else like to take a fast turn here?
Not me.
All right.
Nope.
As such, it now goes to me with the Axehounds all taking their fast turn. So the players will always go first, and then the NPCs will go afterwards. So now that their fast turns are done, my fast turns now activate. Now,
So cool.
each of these are going to run up. This Axehound are going to run up to Reshonai, this one up to Drynin, and this one up to Aldevar. And they are going to be attacking. Movement is their first action. They have a movement of 40 feet, them being quick creatures, those 6 legs, and tiny armored bodies here. And they're going to roll. The first one is going to roll against Reshonai. This is going to be a strike, or a bite, rather, and a +4 to it. Now, that's a 22 to hit, Reshonai.
Dodge,
Okay, so
dodge.
against my defense, the dodge is... Ooh, it is a reaction.
Hmm?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Give me another roll, Thomas.
So I roll. So the dodge, you're taking the reaction to dodge, which means
Yes.
you impose disadvantage on me now, correct?
Correct.
Great. That's another thing you can do with reactions. The second roll I roll is a 19 total, please.
Oh,
A 19 also hits my 12 defense.
okay.
sorry.
And I
Sounds
have
good.
no
Bummer.
deflect right now.
All right. So we are now going to roll here for damage. I forgot to roll both, but at the same time. But this is going to be 6 points of keen damage against you, Reshonai. It being a mighty blow. These being feral creatures, so 6 points against your HP there. And very good. We now jump to the other one right in front
okay,
of
I understand.
Drynin. Now, Drynin, it's going to roll. I'm going to roll both dice at the same time because that's what we're supposed to do now. And see if it hits. So That is also going to be a 19 to hit, Drynin.
Gotcha.
All right, so that
deflect 2.
a deflect 2. Well, that comes in handy
Nice.
once we go to damage, because I rolled max damage, a 4 on the die plus 4 total, for a total of 8 damage to you.
Ouch.
But the way deflect works,
Deflected.
it just reduces that number of damage with your deflect 2. It goes from 8 down to a 6. So 6 points of damage to your HP, Drynin. And then finally, Aldevar, we're going to do that for you. That is only a 12 to hit. Does that
Well,
hit your AC?
I have 11 is my defense.
No.
Darn it.
Might as well dodge.
There you go, dodge. Now we're gonna roll, and hey, that's a 7 total.
Okay, thank goodness.
Nice, very good. So that instead of taking 7 damage, well, now I believe I also can graze as well if I spend a focus point. I will graze because we're experiencing the system together as both the GM and the players. So I'm going to spend a focus point. These guys only have 2 focus, however, and so he's going to spend his 1 focus against you, and you're going to take 3 points of damage, Aldevar.
All right.
Great. We now are done with the NPCs, and we jump to anybody who wants to take a slow turn, which just leaves Aldevar and Drynin. So, and it can go in any order. It doesn't have to be, oh, you have the higher agility or whatever. It's just whichever of you would like to go first.
I'm looking up something, so if you know what you want to do, then go for it.
Absolutely.
Great.
All right.
Thank you.
Nice.
And just as a point of order, I'm pretty sure with the dodge, because it gives you it gives the GM disadvantage on the roll. It needs to be declared before the roll, so you can choose whether that disadvantage goes to the
Before it
damage or
targets
to
you
the
with an attack. You're
Before.
right.
Because you need to choose which one gives, because
Good call
how
out.
you explain disadvantage.
Because you can do
need to
damage,
decide.
or you can do the roll. That's a
So
good
I can
call
be
out.
like, oh, I don't want you to hit me at all, or if you do hit me,
Or
I
I
don't
want you to
do a lot
hit
of
me with
damage.
lower. Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I've got to
I like that. Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah,
like,
that
I've
is
got to
cool.
deflect anyway. Yeah, if you got deflect, it's like, well, yeah, if you're only doing 2 damage, doesn't matter. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
so that is an interesting mechanic
Good
as
call
well.
out.
Thank you.
A question: equipping my hammer, is that an action?
I do believe equipping is typically an action.
Good to know.
As we saw, the short bow has the quick
quick draw. It's a
action,
quick draw
which
trait.
allows
Yeah,
you to
yeah,
do it for free action, but equipping a item normally is an action.
Technically, it's called the interact action.
Interact.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and
That's right.
unclip my hammer from my where it hangs at my belt and get it. It is a 2-handed weapon.
Nice. Very good.
So that's my first action. The next thing I'm going to do is go into my vigilant stance.
Ooh, okay.
While in my vigilant stance, I reduce the focus cost for my dodge and reactive strikes by 1.
Very good. All right.
And additionally, I can enter other stances as a free action.
Yes, Mickey.
On drawing weapons, I'm just reading it. When a scene begins and you're not surprised, it's assumed that you can instinctively draw your weapon before the first round without using the interact action.
I like that.
Okay.
All right, cool.
That's very
So,
nice.
Just so you know.
Yeah. Thank
But
you.
normally
got 3
it is-
actions.
It is if we're surprised, or if you had been using your hammer and you drop your hammer and you want to pull out a short sword, it is
Then it's
an
an action.
action to interact with your weapon to draw it.
Excellent.
Gotcha.
So your first action is going into the stance then, Drynin.
Yes. I will then risk something. I am going to back up 10 feet away from my the Axehound directly in front of me.
Okay, sounds good.
Dude.
Instead
do
of
you have like a
disengaging?
charging attack thing? Do you
I
got
do
like
happen to have a charging attack thing.
Nice.
Okay.
So,
That's so cool.
Does it take a
Sounds
reactive
like
strike
what it's
against me?
Yeah.
It is going to use its reaction. I believe it does spend a focus point
It
to
does
do
cost a
so.
focus, yes.
And it is going to try and attack. So this is a d20 and it's
Before
damage.
you attack,
Yes.
I'm going to use my reaction to dodge,
Okay.
costing me 0 focus because I am in my vigilant stance.
Very good. So now I roll with disadvantage. Which one would you like disadvantage? The damage or the d20?
I would like the d20 at disadvantage.
D20. Okay, here we go. Rolling. Ooh, that is a 11 to hit.
That misses.
Good. I
Nice.
rolled max damage, so. Very good.
And for my continuation of my movement, I will now charge forward 10 feet and attack with my hammer.
Very good. You run back. They reach out with their two arms, their legs, and try to grab you and try to on you, and you smack out of the way, and then you attack with your charge. Go ahead and roll.
And because I have the hammer expertise, I get a thing called momentum. Whenever I move 10 feet in a straight line toward my target, I gain advantage on the attack.
Very good. And you get to choose the d20 or the damage dice to be with advantage.
I am going to go ahead and do the d20 with advantage.
Very good. Very good.
Let's see what I can get with that.
Let's go.
Oh, no.
What was the worst roll?
Wow.
Man.
Could you state it for our listeners?
You could
Yes.
It was a
graze.
4. I rolled a 4. That's impossible. I have a +4. Oh, okay, it's an 8. I rolled a 4. Okay, sorry.
It's an 8 total, but we rolled a 4 on the dice with advantage, unfortunately. So,
Yeah.
Wow.
Not-
Oh, bummer.
You could spend a
Right.
focus and still do some damage.
yeah,
So
spending a focus with
That's
grace.
to do the graze.
Yes.
I will go ahead and hold off. Today is Drynin's not very good attacky day, apparently.
Great. So that was your second action you did. You still have a third action because you went slow.
My second action was movement, and my third action was to attack.
He charged. He
That's
did
fair.
a charging attack.
Thank you for the clarification. Mickey.
In D&D, we can split movement on a move action.
You cannot split
Reading the
movement
move
in
action
this.
on this, it says you can move up to a distance on your movement rate, but it doesn't specifically say if you can split it or not. It just says you can use the move action more than once per turn.
You cannot split movement in this and move halfway and then attack, unfortunately. So
Okay.
when you use movement here, you have to use your full movement before you take another action, or be good to sacrifice the rest of the movement. Thank you for calling that out, though.
Good call.
Drynin, thank you for your turn. We now jump to Aldevar, who's taking the slow action here. Aldevar,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
My turn has everything to do with those movement rules.
Okay.
Because I was
Okay.
trying to figure out, can I disengage while I am using my move action? Which
okay.
rules as written, I'm assuming no, because like disengage in D&D just negates all opportunity attacks, whereas this one specifically says move 5 feet without triggering reactive strikes. So
That is
I'm
correct.
assuming I have to disengage first and then move, which sucks.
Yes, that does.
Anyway, so the first thing I am going to do is
Yeah.
I am going to disengage and move 5 feet to the square immediately southwest of myself. Can I move
Okay.
my own token, or is that just you,
Ooh,
Thomas?
let me I'll give you power to move your own token. Where can I do it? Controlled by
So- What is disengage allows you to move, right? So it's not a move action.
it's just 5 feet.
The specific wording is move 5 feet without triggering reactive strikes.
Yeah, so
You
it's
can't-
one action to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a disengage. Yeah, that's cool. I dig that.
Well,
But-
unlike being able to move your full movement and then being able
But
to
then you
use,
could still use your movement after that separately.
Yes.
Yeah.
But now
just two
I have
actions.
to skirt all the way around the outside of this Axehound to get to our guy who's hurt, instead of just moving between those two Axehounds. So I would have
Yeah.
been able to get there in one turn if it was D&D, but I will not
That
be able
makes
to.
sense.
Because you would move partially, disengage, and keep moving. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because
D&D?
the plan would
Yeah.
have been move directly between these two Axehounds, disengage, and then keep going. Can't do that. So
Yeah.
Oh.
now I have to use my movement. I have to use my movement action twice to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and get like right up next to this rock, and then keep going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll be like one extra square away from him, so I won't be able to actually interact with him
He can
this
move.
turn.
Yeah.
He's an
you go.
NPC. He can move, right?
That is.
He just crawls the 5 feet.
Well, yeah. For the session 0 here, Ned, I will say that it's 1 square away. We'll put you right next to him. I know you don't have any actions left, unfortunately, but we'll say that you're right next to him for the session 0 here.
You could technically say something to him. You're allowed to to communicate.
Banter.
As a brief free action, yeah.
And another thing that I did notice in the book, well, so I guess a quick Crunch Squad in terms of what Josh had brought up earlier. Josh, you are correct. Attributes versus skills. Attributes inform your skills and your derived statistics, but you do not test against attributes. You test against skills. So it would have been a discipline skill in that instance.
Yeah.
But I also did find while searching that out that skills do not inherently require an action. It is up to the GM's discretion, but often if you are using an action to try and do anything that requires a lot of time or concentration, such as examining somebody in the middle of a battle to see what's wrong with them, that probably would cost an action.
So an action, yeah.
Gotcha.
I think also, like, if you're trying to be like, I'm freaking out, how do I calm myself and focus and get my head straight? Discipline's a good role that we would typically be like will save in D&D.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ned, I feel really bad about how it was set up. I want you to be able to take an action. Would you please? Would you be able to? Do you have an action in mind that you would have liked to have taken had you ended up right next to this ally here?
I would have.
Had you had one available, I want to give that to you since we're figuring out the rules and actions here. So,
all right, listeners,
But it's
this
a
is
good
not
thing to
rules
learn,
as
though.
written.
not rules as written, but it is
actually-
important for our session
Actually, the
0.
rules
movement was good.
are pretty clear that we can mess around with it as much as we want, whatever's
Yeah.
comfortable at the table. So
So, Ned,
I'm
do you
super
have something
comfortable
that
with you
you'd
doing
like
this,
to
Ned,
do
yeah.
for Aldevar?
Examine the guy and see what's wrong with it.
Great, sounds good. Go ahead and roll an skill test here.
Probably medicine, I would imagine.
Yes, medicine for you.
All right. Now that's a 7.
Oh, okay. Total of 7.
Yep.
He has a. Let me give you a picture of them, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Another
I will say-
indecent Thalen
Oh,
laying on
wow.
the ground.
This
He's
is what you can
already
s-
bandaged up a little.
Yeah, he's got his arm in a sling. He's kind of holding it.
Look at
These
those pains
Axehounds
friend holding on
and other possible dangers have been following him. It looks like he's done a pretty mediocre job of trying to bandage his arm there. What exactly caused the damage? Further investigation will be required more than this skill test can show you. But you know that you're needed. Very clearly that you are going to be needed here surgeon-wise. Good call, though. Good call to examine there.
All right.
That is going to be the end of combat for round 1. We now jump back to the top of the round, and we have fast actions. Would anybody like to go fast?
Gotta go
We got
fast.
you. Gotta go
So
fast.
theoretically,
Oh, no.
Ned could just go again and have
Yeah.
two more actions right now.
Yeah, you absolutely could. You could be slow
100%.
and then immediately fast. So
Okay,
that's
so you could just-
it's the beauty of I think is beautiful about the flexibility here. Janar would like to go fast. Is there anybody else currently that would like to go fast?
I'll go fast.
All right.
I will also go
Aldevar
fast
would like
since
to go
Janar's going
fast.
fast.
And okay, Reshonai. Aldevar, would you like to go first then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me know if you think this is reasonable. If I as I disengage from this Axehound and run around it, if I yell back to my friends, "That one's distracted," and use the aid action.
Yeah, I love that. Yes. Let's do that. Are you going to be tossing it to the aid?
Well, I
You have
suppose
to
aid is a
determine-
reaction, so it would
but
be.
I
Oh.
can't really. I'm no good against that one. That's all the way over there right now.
So this is
with your-
before an ally makes a test you could assist with, spend 1 focus to give them an advantage. So this isn't actually going to be one of my main actions this turn.
It'll just be when somebody else takes their turn. This is going to be what you're going to be taking. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So
and you don't have to be next to them, right? Aid is just within a certain distance for your allies, which is good.
Yeah, so I'll keep that in mind for whoever decides they might be interested in shooting that distracted Axehound to gain advantage on the attack. But while I'm here, I am going to gain an advantage on my skill to try and see what's up with this dude.
That's great. Man.
Absolutely.
Give yourself
Cool.
advantage as an action.
All right. Go ahead and roll one of your actions to give yourself advantage, and now you're going to roll for another medicine check here. Yep.
So the action that I would use to try and gain advantage, I would think would either be I'm making a medicine check.
Yes.
So it would probably be like deduction or perception or maybe insight.
Yeah. Let's do a deduction here for you.
Okay. I love that there is a dedicated deduction skill in this game.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, that's going to be a 7, so I don't gain the advantage.
Oh. Dang
But
it.
I can at least still make another medicine check with my other
Great.
action, and that is a 16.
16.
There we go.
That's a success. It looks like there is definitely some damage from Axehounds, excuse me. But you also notice that this arm has been broken in a few places. And it looks like it has been set by this individual, but that the compounded damage from the Axehounds is what put it in the sling more permanently here. So you actually start to reassess this individual and be like, okay, they might have actually known what they were doing, but it just completely overwhelmed them. And you can start administering aid to them for some of the immediate damage that is done there and help them gain a few hit points. Mickey.
Session 0, rules as written. You're using the gain advantage action in combat.
Yes.
Test a skill against your target's corresponding defense. On a success, gain advantage on your next test against them that uses a different skill.
You can use deduction to guess your
It
foe's
sounds like
next
it's over
move.
You use your skill check to seek the upper hand over your opponent.
Ah, okay. So is this usually
Again,
in a
this
combative
is
state?
not a like Ned did it wrong. This could be totally GM decides gain advantage works exactly the way it just did, and we move forward with it. And I love that because I think that's cool to do gain advantage to help yourself on your own check. Because we're session 0ing.
Yeah.
Call.
So the question
you can
being,
twist
can
the
gain an
logic to say
advantage
that helping
only
him
be
is
used
against the
aggressively,
enemy. Yeah.
or can it be used?
Right.
Ah, okay.
But I kind of
We'll
like
just-
it being used passively too.
I
Rather
like
than
it
being able to
too.
be used passively.
I mean,
As a passive character, I'd prefer it to be passive. But
the example they give is using deduction.
But it is
Yes.
against a foe to try to determine if you can guess their fate.
Because a foe
we'll
then
decide
gets
that
a
off. We'll
thing against
decide
it.
that.
I don't mean
out
to
of
say
session
let's
here.
take Ned's
Yeah.
thing back. I just because we're trying to do a session 0, I did want to say what I was reading.
No, that's a good call out. Aldevar, you definitely start to heal. You actually give them a few hit points back, which is good because they were very, very injured, very damaged there. So well done. And that is your 2 actions done for fast. We now jump to either Janar or Reshonai.
Okay, Reshonai, this is what I'm thinking. I want to grapple this guy with my 2 actions so that he'll have disadvantage on anything and you can have an advantage on attacking him for your whole turn.
My friend, that sounds like a very, very bad idea. I don't know that that's a very, very good idea. Do you see that there's 6 legs on this thing? I don't know.
Josh is referring to the grapple action, which is a 2-action
Yes.
ability. So he has to spend both of his actions to attempt this. Would you like to do this, Janar?
Janar wants to. Like, if Janar's
Right.
in it, I think he can drop his bow as a free action, so he's just gonna... He sees Reshonai there, and despite her protestations, he knows she has like the history of being a warrior, so he's expects her to know what to do, and he'll say, "You can just grab my side sword if you need to." But he's gonna try and jump and grab the
Excellent.
Axehound with his bare hands.
All right. So this is going to be your
Now, it does say that when you have a quarry, it's against a character. Is that a specific character, or like will it work for like type of characters? Like, can I have Can I have all of the Axehounds as my quarry, or does it have to be like one specific one?
I think it would be a specific one. Yes.
So then, could I turn this one in? No, I would have to take a minute. So never mind.
Yeah,
then
you'd have to take a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't have advantage. I'm rolling. No, just straight.
No, but
roll.
this is when a reaction to aid an ally would come in handy, I believe, for advantage.
Yeah, and I have 4
And I
focuses.
know-
Let's do that.
I know that
Okay,
Aldevar,
you're
you were
gonna aid
looking
me?
for that, but Reshonai being right
yeah.
next to them,
As
they're going to aid.
Reshonai sees that determined look in Janar's face, she attunes back to that peaceful rhythm, which again feels very wrong in the middle of battle, to calm her own anxiety, and then gives him a curt nod. She's
All right.
back in it. She's in war pairs. This is what war pairs do. They work together. Aid.
All right.
Let's go. That's a
That
22.
is a 22 total, 19 on the dice with advantage.
I get a bottom. I get on his back and I ride him to the ground.
Well done. This is now a restrained creature. So this means they have the restrained condition. Good. Great. That is your 2 actions there, Janar.
Yep.
And we now go to whoever else wants to go fast, which is Reshonai, correct?
Right. Do you have a side sword on you specifically?
I do, and it has quick draw.
Exactly. That's why I was going to ask if it was.
Right.
So as he runs by, because we know that we're working together, she will pull out his quick draw side sword and try and do 2 swipes at this Axehound.
Great. And I'll say that is, again, you don't have to drop your current weapon because you can hold, so we'll just say that you draw, do 2 swipes, both with advantage. You get to choose which ones you want to have advantage, the D20 or the damage.
Well, I didn't hit last time, so we're going to do advantage on the light.
If you do the damage, you could always still use a focus and you
graze
could just
it.
increase your... Yeah. You never know.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Oh.
And that
That's
is a 14 on
okay.
the die. Great.
That's a
Now,
14 to hit and a 6 for damage. Keen damage,
That's
I believe.
great.
It's great. Yeah.
Yep, so that is going to be a hit with a 12 on this, so 6 damage to them. This Axehound is looking very hurt, very injured, and just go as it's being held down by Janar. You have one more action now
I am going to strike again. Oh,
with
bummer.
advantage.
Should've put
This
on the
one
damage.
is 16
rolled a
on the die.
16 on the dice and a 1 for damage.
Nice. This Axehound is looking very hurt. Still alive, but still very hurt there. Well done. I believe all
She
the
got real
fast
nervous
actions
as
have
Janar.
gone.
She slices once and it starts bleeding orange. And then
Drynin, you're going slow,
the
correct?
second time Janar,
Yeah.
or whatever my name is, Reshonai,
Reshonai is your name.
to hit the carapace, it just kind of grazes off because she's not quite as focused as she should be.
All right.
There is a chance on like a critical fail that you could actually have hit Janar
Yeah.
as well. That's
Correct.
a distinct possibility.
Great. All right, and so with that, we are going to jump to all of the Axehounds. So, to break from the restrained condition is just another strength check, basically, right? Or an athletics to try to break from it, right?
I don't know. I think, what is it? And it says there's something about restraint until either you become unconscious or you choose to end the effect.
Oh,
I think
Okay.
they're restrained until I go unconscious or I end it. I don't know that it can choose to break
all
free
right.
from the...
Good to know. We will go to the other Axehound right in front of Drynin. Axehound from view is going to do another attack, and so this is going to be a D20 and a 4.
I will go ahead and dodge.
Oh,
because
okay.
Just a question. The reaction ability, we can use that once per round?
Yeah, once per by the time it gets back to you, I believe.
Gotcha. So it has not come back to me.
Oh, it has not. Wait, yes, it has.
Yeah,
because,
it has. We started over at the top.
Yeah, so this is the top. You used a reaction before you took your turn last time, and therefore you got
So
your reaction back on your turn. So you can
I'll
use
do it again.
here.
I will use my
Okay.
dodge, and it cost me 0 focus
Nice.
because I am
Nice.
in my stance.
Yeah.
That is going to
Um,
be. Do you want to do damage or do you want to do the D20?
I'll do the D20.
Okay, the D20. Okay, to hit. That is a 12 to hit your armor, to your defense.
My defense is 15.
Nice. So that is a failure. That's going to be that turn. And then the other Axehound jumps on over to you and does a similar action and is going to attack you. So we roll. And that is going to be a 15 to hit.
That will hit. Does the other Axehound get a second attack because it has 2 moves?
Ooh, yes, do they? Yes, because it has 2 actions, so it would get 2. Yeah, it would get 2. So this one's this is the first action then of that Axehound. It is going to do 5 points of keen damage to you.
Oh, I am hurt. Is that deflected?
But
already?
you deflect. But no,
Okay.
then you deflect, so it's 3 to you.
damage.
Mm-hmm. And then we're going to jump to the other Axehound, which is going to go to you. And we're going to roll. Roll here. Well, that's a 2 on the dice, so that is a total of 6. And then we've got a 14 to hit.
That one had to move to get to me, though, right?
Oh, you're right. So just the one. All right. So yeah, it's done. Well done. All right. Still up though. And then the restrained one. Ooh, can I attack while restrained? That is a good question.
Ooh, that is a good question.
Yeah, you. I think you just have disadvantage on it.
We'll say that for now. For sake.
Yeah.
It does
that's
say
exactly what
it does
says.
say that if a DC is not given for like how to get out, the DM can kind of at its own discretion decide what kind of roll is required to escape. So,
Okay.
Thomas, if you want him to break free, you could come up with something.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm gonna just leave it here currently and have the damage die be with disadvantage here. Okay.
Who's he attacking?
And he's gonna attack you. That is a 13.
It misses.
It misses? Very good. Second action, though, is now going to be also on the damage die. Oh, nope, that's a 6. All right. Well, so that is the fast actions. We now go to the slow actions, which is just Drynin.
Well, I'll tell you what. The first thing I'm going to do is recover.
Very good.
I'm going to take a deep breath and steel myself. I'm going to go ahead
Great.
and roll my recovery die. I'll take 4. I'll absolutely
Nice.
take 4.
Very good. So in the middle of combat, you
That
get
cost
4
me-
hit points back.
2 to do.
2 focus or 2
Yes.
actions.
2 actions to do.
There you go.
Because I'm in vigilant stance, as a free action, I will move to stone stance.
Great.
This will increase my deflect value by 1, making it 3. And before any enemy within my melee weapon's reach attacks, they have to spend an extra action to attack one of my allies not in stone stance.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
So, I mean, right now it doesn't matter except for I really just need that deflect because I'm hurt.
That's fair. Okay.
I am going to go ahead. Boy, I guess my best option is really to, I'm going to swing my hammer.
All right, go for it.
No advantage because I did not move 10 feet. in a
No,
straight
but I
line.
will say Aldevar did want to try to throw his reaction to aid one of his allies. So I
I
think
can definitely do that.
just wanted to bring that up to give advantage on the attack here.
I got focus to spend.
There you
All
go.
right, I'll go ahead and take that advantage. I think I'm going to spend it on the damage die.
Okay.
know if that's the right move.
a solid move. If you roll big damage dice,
Yeah. It's a D10 plus 4, so I'm going to go ahead and roll that.
All right.
And I'm going to go for the one
West or north?
west, because that's the one that was
Great.
attacking him, so that's the one he said was distracted. So I will
Sounds
go ahead
good.
and roll that.
Very good. That's an 18 on the die to hit, plus 4 for a total of 22.
Dude.
And then the damage die is a
damage.
9 plus 4 13.
13.
With
That's
one fell
huge.
swoop, this Axehound having no damage done to it, you clock
right
it in
the
the
right
side of
spot.
its hand and just falls to the ground, defeated. Well done. That was a good hit. That was really
And
paid
then
off to get advantage.
I
on
will
that.
spend a free action to banter.
Yes.
And I'm gonna turn to the remaining Axehound and say, "Well, 2 down and 2 to go."
These Axehounds are looking that now that half their numbers are gone and one of them is restrained, definitely looks like it's going to be fleeing on its next turn. But can't take its turn yet because our PCs have their fast actions. Who would like to go fast?
I will not this turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna go slow. I'm hoping you'll kill it
Okay.
before
I'll
my
go
turn.
fast.
All
I'll
right.
go
Nice.
fast
Aldevar.
as well then.
Okay.
Aldevar. Oh, taking Aldevar and Drynin. Drynin. We've got our fast actions here. Who would like to go first?
I mean,
It's all right. I'd like to just keep swinging.
yeah. Go for it.
Go for it.
I want to
All
use
right.
the momentum of that one and just keep. I'm going to do two hammer attacks back to back on this one directly in front of me.
Great, no advantage, but you got your normal attacks. Let's see how it goes with these 2 attacks. On the dice for the first attack, we've got a
Not
13
bad,
on the
17.
dice for a total of
Hey.
17. That is going to be 11 damage.
That's so huge.
Good heavens.
When you hit,
this
you hit.
Axehound, what you hit, you take out, we'll say 5 of its 6 legs, and it only has 1 working leg right now with 1 HP. Send it to its grave, Drynin.
I'm just going to, again, free action banter, lean down and say, "You chose the wrong day to come after me. I've had a very bad night." And I'll swing my hammer again.
Would he have advantage since it's belegged?
I'll give you advantage because it's
Yeah.
got 1 hit point right now. So
All right,
go
I'll
for
definitely
it.
take the advantage on the weapon roll because it would be
Yeah.
so embarrassing to miss
Yeah.
right now.
Good
Oh
call.
man,
It
with
would be-
advantage, you rolled an 8 on the die. Oh gosh, very good.
It would be so embarrassing, and it is so embarrassing.
But you can graze it with 1 hit point, and
Yeah.
and
I'll spend a focus to graze it.
You don't have to
Yes.
because 12 is its AC.
Oh, thank goodness! I thought for sure I missed.
I thought it'd be so funny if you had to graze it and with your dice that rolled a 1 and that still worked.
man.
Oh, that's funny.
All right,
That's
well
amazing.
done. And now we go to Aldevar, who is now seeing his friend just, or new ally, boom, boom, 2 Axehounds after they just laid waste into him. He was like, and just defeated them basically within 6 seconds of each other. Aldevar, it's your fast turn, though, unless you'd like to go
I was
slow,
thinking it was going to be, but I am exactly 1 square too far away from
No.
these, from this final remaining Axehound to.
Let's do another
I mean-
session 0 thing, just so you can
Yeah,
figure out
yeah.
actual actions and moves.
Let's do
we're,
it.
We're
You haven't been
understanding
able
that
to do-
movement. We're understanding movement.
Hey,
I'm not
yeah.
trying to get
definitely
into
gonna be-
melee with it. I just need to be literally 1 square closer to it.
Oh, literally 1 square. Okay, sounds good. Yeah. Yeah, so movement is definitely going to be possibly a tricky thing for us moving forward. But so that you can get turns, getting your actions, you're 1 step closer. You have 2 actions. Aldevar, what would you like to do?
All right. I have enough money to buy a sling. A sling has a range of 30 feet.
Great.
I was 1 square too far away
Exactly.
before, but now, because of the magic of DM Fiat, I am 1 square closer. So, I'm going to roll to gain an advantage against my enemy.
Yes, this is. I think this is how we're going to be playing it. At least rules as
I
written.
think you would have
against enemy.
advantage because it's grappled as well anyway.
Oh, that's true. It's already grappled.
Just don't crit fail because
Oh.
then you'll hit me.
Okay, well, in that case,
Yeah,
I use
bummer.
my first action to move 1 square, so it's legal.
Ah, there we
Legal.
go. Legal.
Guys, we
There
can
we
do
go.
it within the game. With the game, let's
We
do
got
the
the
good
game,
stuff.
the game.
Though,
The Aldevar.
one thing I did find,
Oh,
Dude, it's crazy.
there's a little call-out box that says improvising actions. The game's combat rules can help you coordinate many variables in a complex and chaotic scene, but ultimately rules exist to support you and your character's story. Your character can accomplish or at least attempt nearly anything, so don't feel limited by just the actions in this book. If you want to attempt something creative, describe it to your GM. Many things can be covered by broad actions such as use a skill, but for those that can't, your GM will give you guidelines on whether a task is possible and how to determine whether it works.
Booyah.
I also want to call out something else unique to the Stormlight Archive TTRPG. You can have multiple advantages. You are not limited to just one advantage.
Oh, so, you could advantage your attack and your damage at the same time.
Exactly. So you could have 2 advantages to be like, all right, I have 2 dice I'm rolling, 2 advantages, both are with advantage.
Interesting.
Okay. So theoretically, under the sidebar I just read, it was okay to use an advantage, potentially, for a non-combat sort of thing. But now...
Let's do it, man.
Let's do it, yeah.
I want
Double advantage, Ned.
I want to try and perceive a weakness in, like, where can I hit this thing just right?
I'm holding it right in the belly.
Yeah.
Right,
So
just one rock right there in the
deduction
belly.
Somebody hit it here,
yeah,
please.
perception roll perhaps.
It's like, chomp, chomp,
To see if I
Perception.
can-
Let's do perception, yeah.
Okay, that is a 17.
Oh
There
yeah,
we go.
that's against
really
its
thought this was a
physical
good
defense.
idea.
So that's its physical
So far it
defense.
has
This part
been.
was a 14 that you had to beat. So 17.
Don't
You
worry,
have
Janai, it's fine.
double
It's fine, it's fine,
advantage
it's fine,
now
it's fine,
here.
It's fine.
Is this normal, Reshonai?
He seems
Does it
to
make
be
you feel any
shaking it
better
all
if I
over
say
the
yes?
place. I'm not sure if that's making it easier for me to hit it. I'm going to spend 1 advantage on
Just
my
hold it
attack
still.
roll and 1 advantage on my damage roll.
Yes, double up.
Okay, that is a 19 to hit, dealing 3 damage.
That is enough to take this creature out.
Really?
And
It had already been hit.
well done. As the 4 Axehounds
Here,
are now
Josh.
defeated, your ally, or rather, the 4 of you coming together, having completed this battle, the Aldevar, you see the injured person who ran up to you, going, "Thank you, and just sort of slump into you as he falls unconscious. That is going to be the end of our session 0 for the Stormlight Archive TTRPG. And that's it. That's the end of the Session 0 adventure, the first step. We are just getting started here at iCast Fireball, and we'll be jumping into the official published adventure, The Stonewalkers, in our next episode that we drop. Where will our adventurers go? What relationships will they form? And who is this mysterious figure that has asked them for aid and for help as they defeated these Axehounds and moved on to bigger and better threats, or a bigger and better journey? Glory, certainly. You'll find out, as we will find out and discover in future episodes of the Stonewalkers campaign here. Thank you so much for joining us. If you have created your own character and fleshed everything out, we would love to see you drop it in the comment section below. Shoot us an email at icastfireball2020@gmail.com, or we'll have a thread on our Patreon-exclusive Discord channel you can join as well, and we can talk all things Stormlight and Cosmere CTRPG. You can go to iCastFireball or patreon.com/icastfireball20 to look further into that. Thank you so much for following along. If you want to find out when our future episodes are going to drop, we currently are going to be having a plan to drop them every other week. But of course, you can subscribe, like, and hit the notification button, and you'll be notified the moment that they drop here on YouTube. So thank you again for following us. If you like what we're doing, if you like this cast that we've got going on, I encourage you to check out Improv Tabletop, where Ned, he takes a seat as a GM, and he goes through mini 1-month adventures through a variety of TTRPG systems. Or you can jump over to iCast Fireball, our audio podcast, where we are doing D&D adventures, where we go through the Tyranny of Dragons campaign with 100+ episodes, Skulls and Shackles, where we have dozens and dozens of episodes published as well. We encourage you to go check those out as well. But thank you everybody for joining. We'll hope to see you next time. Keep your eye on that storm, and let's keep that fire going.